What's up guys, this is Cheap Ass Statue Collector here, and today I want to show you guys a really cool statue. This is the Superman versus Doomsday Dio. The size on this is probably 1/7, 1/8, not really 1/6, but close. This is the second edition, not the first edition, and the difference is the first edition is limited, this one is not. I like the second edition better though, so we'll talk about that more when I talk about the grading criteria. So let's go ahead and start with the pose. The pose gets an A. Superman and Darkseid are really fighting. Superman's pushing Darkseid's limit. Superman's cape is all burnt up. They're fighting over some type of fire pit in Apocalypse. It's really cool. I really like how Superman is really pushing Darkseid, and as you see, like, he's pushing some of the rock with his feet, trying to just keep Superman at bay before he gets his ass kicked. Really cool pose. I don't know what you could do to make an A+. Maybe give me more base at the bottom here. It's pretty simple and not too much to it. Just rocks and a fire pit, but it gets an A. It's a pretty awesome pose. I love it. The paint, however, gets a C. Very sloppy. So this piece is, they did a really good job on the cape. There's burn marks. I like the colors of the boots, but then they're just real sloppy with it. Like, his hairline isn't colored in all the way. There's blue on his neck, where like right here. His belt isn't painted correctly either. His lines on this boot to his suit aren't straight. It's a mess. Darkseid isn't as bad, but you can still pick out some of the little flaws. But I think he saves it from going to a D or an F, because this Darkseid the statue is legit. This is the Darkseid that I like. This is the Darkseid that works for me. I don't like the New 52 Darkseid. He's like freaking Doomsday side, or like Hulk side. He's like gigantic, bigger than Hulk. He's like some giant monster. This is more proportionate to Superman and what I like. Also, this is the second edition. So the first edition, it was very like a light blue, which is kind of weird. As you can see, I pose it with this comic book. I actually got this signed by Tony Daniel. Action Comics 829 Sacrifice Part 2. And this actually wasn't used when making the sculpt, I don't believe. Or at least Tony Daniel didn't know about it because I asked him. But it's actually a pretty good... The Superman actually kind of looks like the Superman. This Darkseid looks like standard Darkseid. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I like the second edition a lot better, and I think with the first edition there was like a rock on his foot. So I didn't care about the light blue Doomsday. I like the second edition. So let's move on to Sculpt. Now Sculpt gets a B. The flames and the fire are really awesome. It's like a clear resin, red and orange, so I like that. The base is cool. There's not too much color detail, but it's very rocky, and it matches. It goes well with the statue. Darkseid himself is very detailed. His skin is very crackly, rock looking. I don't even know what the hell he is, but his face is really nicely detailed as well. His teeth are really nice. I'll get a close-up picture of the teeth. They look really awesome. Now Superman is the downside of the statue again. His muscle definitions aren't really there. The one thing I'd like about it is the cape. I mean, his arms... It's just a weak sculpt for Superman. There's definitely better ones out there. Let's go ahead and move on to the price. The price gets an A+, because you could pick these up for under $200, especially the second edition. The first edition might be a little bit higher, but you might as well get the second edition. There's nothing I could have picked up the first edition for like 120 bucks or like 50 bucks. I don't know how much it was. It was real cheap. I didn't do it because I had this. I like this. Now, I could have picked up the first edition of Batman Killer Croc, and I should have picked that up. Just have to have them both side by side because it's two different Batmans. Where this is just Doomsday's color is a little bit lighter. But it's a steal of a deal. It really is a good statue. Superman is the weak point of the statue, but really it's all about Darkseid. And if you like Darkseid, this is a badass Darkseid statue. I think the other statue that kind of copies the same image of this Darkseid is the PF one that's coming out soon. So I'm definitely going to pick that up since Darkseid's one of my favorite enemy characters. It's a very sick statue. I would pick it up if you're a Superman fan. I'm sure they're all over the internet right now. So this is a very sick statue. I love the pose. I love how they're fighting. I can't wait to get the Superman versus Doomsday statue. I might pair them up together, even though it's going to be smaller proportions. It's still going to look pretty sick to have Darkseid v Superman and then Doomsday v Superman. It'll be real sick to have them side by side. So overall, I'm super happy with the statue. I had to get it with all my Versus stuff because that's what I'm focusing on now, guys. I'm focused on picking up Versus. I'm not going out and just buying the first thing I see. I want to get a good deal. So that's the statue. Those are the grades. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks.